the Overcoming Stuttering community. I hope you're doing good. And
you said it's 1,200 people.
Yeah, we said 1,200 people. What's up, everyone? We are on Facebook Live. How you doing today? We are with the one and only, one of my favorite individuals in the world, Prakash Barretto. And Prakash is someone that I would say is one of the highest teachabilities, with his life experience. And he's someone that, Prakash, you joined the Master Your Stutter coaching program when? About a month ago?
I think it was under a month ago, maybe less than a month. Yeah.
So less than a month ago. And the way, my program kind of works is I have 6 modules, and it's spread out based on how fast you want to move. So Prakash has really taken his time on the Master Your Mindset module, but Prakash got a lot of wins out of it. And what I wanted to share is his experience with the Master Your Mindset, lesson that I have part of the program. And I think it's amazing because if you stutter, if you are, blocking on words and you just don't know how to overcome it, Prakash has been dealing with this challenge his entire life. And I want you to share, Prakash, why the mindset is extremely powerful when it comes to stuttering and speaking confidently. The stage is yours, sir. Go ahead.
Just last week, I worked with Walmart as a project manager, and I was asked to lead a way of working document change. I had to basically walk through the way they're working with my team. And there were people in California and India and also in Bentonville, Arkansas. And I'd walk through, and I was given half an hour to walk through it. Like in the past, I would get cold feet. I wouldn't sleep well. But the first thing that I applied was have a positive mindset. And whenever I had the thought that this is going to be bad, I said to myself, no, it's going to be great. And I did it a lot of times, and I was able to sleep well. In the past, I would not sleep well when I was given a task like that. I think one thing I learned that it's not just having the mindset, you have to overdo it. Just, when the thought comes that I have to talk and just say that it's going to be great, it's fine. But I think to be able to change that mindset, you have to go overboard with that. So even if you're thinking about something else, you should say to yourself, this is going to be great. It has to be, you have to go overboard with anything you do. You just cannot do it in the background and be passive about it. Anything you do now, anything that you're trying to change, you have to go overboard with it.
I love that. That's awesome.
So the mindset thing. And the other one I had noticed, my bad habits are very hard to die. In that other module where he talks that you have to have a new you, easier said than done. That is very, very difficult. I'm in the stage now, I'm trying to change my bad habits. And in the first week, it seemed easy. I could wake up at 5 in the morning. I can make it to the gym at 5. It was easy, and I could do my practice. But come week 2 and 3, you think it will get easier. It gets more and more difficult. And that is where you have to push hard. Call up Daniel and say, I need to be encouraged. I'm failing here. It's not working the way I want to. It's not letting me change.
Yeah. And before you jump anywhere, I actually want to stay on this topic.
Okay.
Because, the idea of coaching and investing into a coach and investing into accountability, I want you to talk about that, because these are, they're basic things, right? Stay positive, have a good mindset, don't, kill your old habits. But it's difficult. And I want your feedback to do it on your own. And working with me, how has that changed, the way you operate as a whole?
Sure. I'll explain where I started, though. I started at the age of 12. I think around 12, on the day of my birthday, all of a sudden, I started to stutter. And right now, I am 55 years old. And in the last 10, 15 years, I've read this a lot. I read books. You need to have a mindset that's great. You need to let the old self die. But being able to do it on your own, you think it's easy. You can read a book, but it's not easy. You need accountability. You need someone you can talk to. And so I decided, I've tried lots of other techniques and people helping me, but you wanted someone that you are invested in. When you spend money, you want the most out of it. If I spend nothing, it would be no big deal, but now I spend money. So I have to do what it takes. Otherwise, my money's lost. It's a
Yeah.
lot of money, but you must have someone by your side. Like, these habits are hard to break. You need accountability. You need someone you can call and he will encourage you.
Hmm.
That is the difference. I mean, I believe that you must have someone who's walking at your side, walking right beside you in this journey. Alone, I wish it were easy, but no, it's not easy at all. You need someone who can hold your hand and take you across.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I know. And I always talk about this because it's easier said than done. Like one of my biggest lines, it's 5 minutes to learn, a lifetime to master. And these concepts, they're very easy, but when you get that coach, when you see, I always talk about this, Prakash, when you put your money where your mouth is, what you do is you say, you know what? I got to do this now. It's not just a wish, right? Like if I did this all for free, for people that work with me one-on-one, maybe they wouldn't take it so seriously. But you invested and you're like, I'm going to get this handled. And I can see like you guys don't see Prakash when he first started, but I see the smile on his face. I see the attitude change. I see the ability for him to say certain words that maybe he would have blocked on before. And I want you to talk about that. Talk about, so now having this mindset, talk about your blocks, talk about smiling, talk about feeling good and how that's changed your day by day operations. Go ahead.
I think you mentioned all the time, right? You must feel good. And it's hard to feel good when you are not doing the things that will make you feel good. One of the things that I know will make me feel good is waking up in the morning at 5 and making the trip, that 5-minute drive to the gym. I know that when I work out, I come back feeling great, but it's best to do it early in the morning and get it done out of the way. And it's a struggle, but I spend money in this course. I'm invested. So I have to feel good. And to feel good, I know that I must wake up in the morning at 5 and make it to the gym. So all that, you have to feel good. And about blocks, right? All this he's working with us on feeling good. And it's just about feeling good is great though. But it needs to be applied. You need to say to yourself, when you're faced with the thought that you might block, you have to use whatever you have done so far, like all your waking up in the morning, all your practice, all the thing that you invested in, and put it all to use. Like the other day, I was sharing with him, my wife asked me to pick up some coffee for her from Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked me to say mobile order, for her. And I never got stuck on the word mobile before, but just standing in line, that feeling came that I have to switch the word to online order. I could say online easily, even mobile, but all of a sudden I had this overwhelming feeling that I would get stuck on the word mobile. And so the battle, it's something that we will all face. But when you have that opportunity, it's a chance for you to practice what you are investing, what you're invested in. So
Mm-hmm.
look for those times when you feel that this is going to be hard. I mean, those are the times when you have victories or when you make progress.
Mm-hmm.
Any other time when you're in the comfort zone, it's no big deal. But look for avenues, for opportunities where you get this feeling that I might fail. Those are the times you need to push hard and get on the other side. Whatever you're invested, whatever you've practiced, say, no, I will say that word and I'll say it confidently.
I love that. That's awesome, Prakash. Yeah. By the way, I'm not looking. If anyone has any comments, be sure to comment below. Be sure to. Rachel said, "Yes, Prakash this is so inspiring. I have such a big smile on my face right now. I got a big smile on my face as well too. So if you have any questions, everyone, be sure to. I'm looking at my phone right now. Be sure to ask in the comment section. But Prakash, now that I have you here, talk about some. I want you to teach some concepts that that I explain in module 1. So whether it's how to learn, you can talk about the 7 mindsets to success. You could talk about going all in. I want you to talk about these concepts that, again, they're basic, but it's common sense sometimes isn't so common. So I want you to talk about those ideas and give me some feedback on that.
It's very easy to learn stuff. You can be taught, means to fail forward. We understand what it means. Whenever you have a major setback, you have to look at it as not a setback, but it's another step in your progress. And now it's easier said than done, right? But you have to put those things into practice. Like the other day, I was on the phone with my wife and I got stuck on a word. And with her, I've always been fluent. Now, to me, that was a setback. Why did I stutter? I mean, I don't stutter with my wife at all. But after I talked to my coach, he said that it's different. Means you have to use the times to move forward. And it's not a big deal if you get stuck. I mean, what's the big deal if you get stuck on one word? I mean, look at that as not a big deal. Because it's very easy from my past life that I would do well for a few days, then all of a sudden I'll have a very bad experience and it will set me back. That is the opposite of failing forward. I mean, you're failing backwards. So when things happen where all of a sudden you have a block, you have to look at it as it's okay.
Yeah, I love that.
Don't look at it as a setback. No, it's a step in my progress. It's not a big deal. I have to learn when things happen that it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. I'm on the journey, and it's not a journey where it means you're there overnight. It takes time. So we need to look at the failures as if it's not a big deal at all. It's okay. The world hasn't ended yet. When I get stuck on a word.
And everyone's watching, guys. I want you to understand, Prakash is 55 years old.
I still have a long way to go.
I know. Prakash kept telling me, he's like, if you're going to bring me on, please do not tell everyone I've completed this program and I know it all. Because I don't. I said, don't worry. We're not going to do that. I just think, Prakash, you're a teacher and you have that wisdom within you. And you have that ability within you. And I think, when we first had our first conversation, you were someone, we jumped onto a phone call. You said, okay, done. Let's do it. How do I do it? And what I saw in you was, I want to change and I want to handle this. And you trusted me. And, seeing who you are now, like God rewards, and I don't want to get into this conversation, but it rewards people that want it bad enough and they want the change and they know they got to improve and they're willing to do whatever it takes. And I see that within you and I see your growth and it inspires me. It's amazing, which is why I brought you on. You've only done the first module.
It's hard. It's not easy. Waking up at 5 a.m. and now it's 4 a.m. It is difficult. You just wake up and go to the gym. I mean, all these things are not easy. The old habits, they don't want to die at all. Means it'll be great for the first week. Second week, it'll come back and hit you. You must get that sleep. You're sleepy. Don't go.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole idea with this program is, I had this talk with you, Prakash, and it's not like there's this magic pill that you take and it's now I don't stutter anymore, which is why I've built my program the way I've built it, which is it's a step-by-step process. We got to change old habits initially. That's why when Prakash worked with me, I'm not drilling him with speech techniques because that's not what he needs right now. We need to go to the root and say, okay, we need to handle you feeling good. Because if I can't handle that, no speech technique is going to work. So we got, I remember I said, okay, Prakash, we got to change your lifestyle. So what are we going to do? Well, let's start going to the gym. And then you said, I go to the gym at night, right?
Correct.
And I said, okay, what I need you to do is I need you to take that gym time and put it in the morning. And I remember you said 5 a.m. I said, Prakash, are you sure you want to do this 5 a.m.? He said, yeah, I'll do 5 a.m. And he stayed consistent. I said, you need to change your diet. You have to understand it's a holistic viewpoint. the working out, the eating right, the practicing, the dressing well, the stand. Like Prakash, when he used to make videos and send me, he used to sit down on the couch with a blanket over him and start talking on the phone, right? Now he's now he's standing up, and now he's feeling good. Now he's smiling, and the blocks are not as heavy. All this stuff adds up. And the second thing is like what he's saying, the neural pathways, the habits need to change. And that's why accountability is there. That's why we have our weekly calls. You can book a call with me anytime. This is all designed where 6 months down the road, there's literally going to be a different Prakash. He's gonna go from 55 to 25, because all of this adds up where he has this new energy, and now he's becoming inspiring, and yeah, there's just a new tone to him. So Prakash, thank you so much. If there's anything else you want to say, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but if there's anything you want to say, please say it right now, and then I'll kind of end this whole thing.
For all those who have signed up on this course right now, make use of your coach, because there will be times where you'll feel this isn't working. You know, it worked great in the first 2 weeks, all of a sudden you're made a setback. When you need to be encouraged, call him. He's there to help you.
That's awesome. And for everyone who's like on the fence, Prakash, who's like, I don't know if Daniel's going to actually work. I've stuttered my entire life. You know, I've tried speech therapy. I don't know if I'm going to get back. I don't know if it's worth it. What do you say to those people? Because you're someone that is living proof.
It'll work with some people. You can read books and you can watch videos. For the 1% of people who are self-driven, it'll work for them. But for the rest of us, you need someone to hold your hand, because this habit is so ingrained that for most people, it's hard to do it on your own. It's not just a one-hour session once a week. You need to be encouraged when things are down. You need someone you can call. You need others you can practice with. It's a daily thing. It's not once a week thing. So it's a journey that you have to be involved with all the time. And being able to do it alone, I wish it were possible, but it's hard. You need someone to hold your hand.
Love that. That's awesome. I yell that every single day, but you know, Prakash, I'm so glad it's coming from you. Everyone who's watching, if you have questions about the program, go reach out to Prakash, go ask him questions. If you have any questions for myself, you know, if you want to book a call with me, it's masteryourstutter.com/book call. If you want the link, just message me personally. But listen, this program is designed to tap into the best version of you. If you're watching this right now, you have a better version of you that lies within you that needs to be tapped. And like Prakash said, you can try on your own. You could try to read books. You could try to watch all these videos. But if you really want to tap into that person, you need some type of coach. You need some type of accountability. You need someone to shake you and say, you got this. How many times have we had this, Prakash, where you're like, book a call with me, and I'm just like, you got this. You know what to do. Add this, this, and this, and then boom. And that's the whole idea. So with that being said, appreciate you, Prakash.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
I appreciate this group. We just hit 1,200 people in this group. That's amazing. And I'm excited to see where you go, and I'm excited to see where this whole group, you know, goes as a whole. And I want to see more success stories. I want to see growth, and I want to see, you know, lives change. This is the whole reason behind this program. We're here to change lives. We're here to make you become the best you possible. So, with that being said, thank you very much. And Prakash, I will see you later.
Thanks. Take care, Daniel. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.